Hello, welcome back to some History Maker Golf. This weekend on television, we have the 2022 Travelers Championship in Cromwell, Connecticut at the River Highland TPC. So I thought with History Maker, I would do that tournament as well. I have the 2021 golfer set, so um, it'll have, as current as I can get. And obviously in 2022, we have the live golf thing going on. So unfortunately, a lot of the big name, or a few of the big name players, are not currently doing the PGA, which is disappointing when you want to see, the greatest golfers in the world compete together. But so in this tournament, they will be. So there's over 200 golfers in this set. So I took everybody who was a 7 or an 8 out. And so it's 6 and above. And again, that's just what I'm doing. So as the directions suggest, here in the first round, you divvy up into two equal stacks, the morning group, and then we have the evening group. Divide those into 8 stacks and do your tournament thing. So I will be doing that and got my dice here ready to go. As you can see, I figured out how to do some envelopes for the golf courses. So the number 7 envelopes that I use for my Stratomatic hockey and baseball works very good for History Maker golf courses. So you can get 2 courses in a number 7 envelope. They won't fit in the number 6, so you need the number 7. And then, of course, I did my printing thing like I did, for Stratomatic. So you can see a couple of the sets I have. So it looked very nice. I was pleased with how those turned out. So again, we got River Highlands here in this particular tournament. And so this will be the first tournament I've done with the 2021 set, so it'll be interesting. I have been doing just the 1958. There's only 67 players carded in that season, and so this 2021, even taking out what I did, I imagine we're still probably pushing 200. These are the 7 and the 8 tournament golfers. So again, I took them out just to simplify it a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. So without further ado, we will start recreating our tournament. So, all right. So our first stack here, this is the making the cut. So this is actually be the first 2 rounds. And it's Saturday, June the 25th. So again, I will do the 3rd round. So I should be able to go into the 4th round tomorrow, just like the real tournament. So we get a 35. Okay. So a 35. Draw 2 golfers and then top 3 remaining. So we got Chris Kirk and Daniel Berger make it. And then the top 3 remaining. We got a 2, a 4, a 4. These cards are kind of new, so they're going to stick together. There's a 3 and a 3 and a 3. So we said the top 3. So it looks like the 3B will not make it. So Brian Harmon, James Hahn, and Bubba Watson make it. So just make sure I didn't miss anybody else. So these guys are out of the cut. So roll number 2. We get a 12, and that is draw 1 golfer. And that will be Adam Hadwin. And then the top remaining golfer. There's a 3, Billy Horschel. So it looks like Billy Horschel will make it. Andrew Putnam, who's a 3, and Charlie Hoffman, who's a 3. All didn't make it. Gary Woodland. Brandon Todd didn't make it. So they're out. All right. third pile. That's a 36. So draw 3, and then their top 3. So Brant Snedeker, Hideki Matsuyama, and Camilo Villegas. Again, I'm familiar with some of these guys, but some of them I'm not. So the top 3 remaining. So it looks like that's going to be these 3. These other guys are 4s. So Cameron Trengale, Russell Henley, and Max Homa make the cut. And that's a 36, which is what we just had. So top 3, or draw 3, Kyle Stanley, Adam Long, and Abraham Answer make it. And then the top remaining 3. So it looks like these 3 will make it. Russell Knox does not, so Brendan Steele, Dylan Fratelli, and Mark Leishman make it. All right, pile number 5. That's a 26. So we draw 4 golfers. Alex Noren, Harry Higgs, Matt Wallace, and Taylor Gooch make it. And then the top remaining 2. Wow. So Tyler McCumber is the only 4 in the group. So these are A's. So we got a tie, so they'll both make it. Tim Hoagie and Steve Stricker. And again, I'm not real familiar with some of these outlier golfers, so if I mispronounce their names, forgive me. Oh, a 66. That could be interesting. So that's draw 1 outstanding golfer, and that's it. So Aaron Wise is our only outstanding golfer so far. So let's see who we miss. Again, that's it for this pile. See if we got any big names. Oh, Webb Simpson, who's one of my favorite golfers, didn't make it. So he was the highest rated one not to make it, which is kind of a bummer. $15. So draw 4, and then the top remaining. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got Rory McIlroy, Anirban Lahiri. Again, I'm not familiar with that golfer. Matt Fitzpatrick, who just won a U.S. Open, and Brian Gay. And then just the top remaining one after that. So Colin Morikawa. Paul Casey's out. Victor Hovland is out. So Colin Morikawa. Got a couple big names not making that one. So our last pile in this morning group is a 23. So we draw 1. Patrick Cantley. And then the top 2 remaining. So he's got a 2 there. Matthew Wolf is out. So it looks like the top 2 remaining. These are the only 2s. Everybody else, yep. So Cameron Smith and Tony Finau make it. Shane Lowry is out. Open champion a couple years ago. Jason Kokrak. Ian Poulter. So a few names not making it. And so that's it for the morning round. So we will pause it here and get our evening group ready. Okay, my OCD won't let me eyeball it, so I have to actually shuffle them out into an even group. That's just the way I roll. So I didn't figure you wanted to watch that. So here we go. We have our afternoon golfers here in the first two rounds. So pile number one, we get a 36. Draw 3 golfers, and then the top remaining 3. So we got Joel Damon, Chase Seifert, and Justin Rose. And then the top remaining 3. So 4 is a 3, 4, 5, 4. Okay, so we got Keegan Bradley and Lucas Glover. So we got 4B, 4C, and then with a tie, Mito Pereira and Denny McCarthy make the cut. So those guys didn't make it. Only one outstanding golfer so far. That's a 13. Draw 2. Ori Sabatini and Corey Connors. And then the top remaining golfer. So Justin Thomas, Brian Palmer. So Justin Thomas makes the cut. Keith Mitchell, Mackenzie Hughes. Some of our higher rated ones that didn't make it. Ryan Palmer didn't make the cut. That's a 35. So you draw 2 and then the top remaining 3. So Emiliano Grillo perhaps. And Kramer Hickok. And then the top remaining 3. Ooh, Brooks Koepka in this group. So that would be Brooks Koepka, Harris English, and Kevin Kistner. Make it. Okay, so we got any bigger names here. Graham McDowell, I heard of him. 26 is draw 4, top remaining 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got Sung Jae M, Louis Oosthuizen, Ricky Wierenski, and Peter Malnati. And then the top remaining 2. So Dustin Johnson and Xander Schauffele was in that group. So Francesco Molinari will not make it. Again, it really makes me sad golfers like Johnson and Brooks Koepka and them aren't competing, with the big names. I mean, you can argue a lot of things, but the biggest thing, at least for golf by in itself, is that, not getting to see these guys compete together is, for me, the biggest disappointment of all this. But like most things in most sports, I don't like how things are going. I can always go back and replay, it the way I want it. So draw 5 and then the top remaining golfer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got Lee Westwood, Hank Laboda, I think how you pronounce that, John Rahm, Michael Thompson, and Cameron Camp perhaps. And then the top remaining golfer will be Will Zalatoris, who came really close in the last U.S. Open at the Country Club. Oh, that's the wrong pile. This is the cut pile. We got three piles left. 46. Still just have one outstanding golfer. So 46, you draw 1. Victor Perez, and then the next top 4. So looks like Sebastian Munoz is going to be out. So we got Sergio Garcia, Joaquin Neiman, Brian DeChambeau, and Jordan Spieth. So we got a lot of big names and made the cut. So a 45, draw 1 and top remaining 4. So Siwoo Kim, and then the top remaining 4. So it looks like that'll be Sam Burns, Kevin Na, Jonathan Vegas, and then we got a tie for the 4th one. So Tommy Fleetwood and K.H. Lee will make it. Ricky Fowler's out. Harold Varner III is out. Phil Mickelson missed the cut. And last pile. That's a 12. So draw 1. Brandon Grace, and then the top remaining golfer. So just 1 out of this pile. 2B. 2C, so Patrick Reed is out. And so Scotty Scheffler, the last one to make the cut. So you can see our pile was cut, down substantially. These are made the cut, these didn't. Aaron Wise was our only outstanding golfer, so he's going to be in good shape as he has nobody to compete with him. So that will be that. And so I will get things set up here for the 3rd round. Okay, so here we are all set up for our 3rd round. As you can see, the outstanding golfer gets their own pile. So Aaron Wise is going to be set pretty good, I think, for the final round. So we'll roll for him first. So here we go. So that's a 15. Draw golfer contends with an A, so obviously that's all we got is a draw, and he gets a perk. So Aaron Wise will be in the TV round. We'll remember that he gets a game day perk or issue. Yeah, issue and perk is what it's called. So 2nd pile. 36. Top golfer contends with an A-. Obviously, we're getting down to brass tacks here. So Scheffler is the top golfer contends with an A-. Low golfer finishes with a D-, which really doesn't matter much to me because I just kind of keep track of the TV round. So that's a 4C, I think, is the worst I've got there. I got 2 of them. And then everybody else finishes with a C-. So again, that doesn't matter too much, but we'll, at least for my purposes. All right, pile number 3. A 13. Draw golfer contends with an A+. So Justin Rose with an A+, and he gets a perk or issue. Top golfer contends with an A-. So that would be Henley so far. We've got a tie there with Fitzpatrick. See if anybody can topple them. Oh, Xander Schauffele will knock them out. So, Schauffele contends with an A-. Others finish with a C+. So, 16. Draw golfer contends with an A- and a perk. So Cameron Smith with an A- and a perk. Top golfer contends with an A. So McIlroy so far. Harris English knocks him out. Oh, Dustin Johnson knocks them both out. So McElroy's out. So Johnson contends with an A, and others finish with a D plus. So they are back. That's a 1-1. So top golfer contends with an A plus and a perk. So they're tied. Another tie. Answer's going to beat them out. So Koepka and Oosthuizen, Daniel Berger, Westwood, Sam Burns. So top golfer contends with an A plus and a perk. Others contend with a B plus. So they'll be in our maybe make a mad dash at the end round, perhaps. So a 55. Ooh, all golfers contend with a B. So who we miss here? Cameron Champ, Bubba Watson, Colin Morikawa, DeChambeau. So some big names there. So they contend with a B. So a very slight chance they might make it into the TV round. 46. Draw golfer contends with an A minus. So Mark Leishman in there with an A minus. Low golfer finishes with a D minus. And again, this doesn't matter a whole lot, but we'll just follow protocol here. So he's out with a D minus. Others finish with a D. So Billy Horschel, Jordan Spieth, who's having a horrible time in the Real Travelers Championship this year. Corey Connors, Cantley. Oh, okay. So Cantley is a 1B for the third round. I had never seen that. So I'm trying to... Who did I just do? It was Leishman, wasn't it? Oh, but it was a draw, so that was why. Will Zalatoris. So they all finish with a D. All right, one more pile. So far we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 golfers so far for the TV round. 15. Draw golfer contends with an A. So Brent Snedeker, and he gets a chip with a perk. Top golfer contends with an A minus. John Rahm. So John Rahm in there with an A minus. Others finish with a C minus. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a nice even number. So those are the 10 that will be in our TV round, final round. So let me get my score sheet ready, and then we'll see what the perks are, and then the final scores going into the final round. Okay, so we will roll to see what their scores are. Let me look and find what the score was last year, so that will give us our scores for today. So bear with me a second here. Look it up on Wikipedia. All right, let's see. So the Travelers Championship was won by Harris English, who didn't make the cut in this one. And he scored, let's see, what did he score? See, he scored a 267, so that's what we're looking for here. Dustin Johnson, who is in the TV round, won it in 2020. Actually, Bubba Watson won it a couple times since 2015. I do know that Xander Schauffele is leading it this year. He's 5 strokes ahead here on Saturday morning. So very cool that he made the TV round. All right, so we got a 267. So we'll see what the scores are, and we do that with the decider die. So again, 267. So with a 267, if you're an A plus, which is Abraham Answer and Justin Rose, you either got a 197 or a 198. So Answer gets a 197, Rose a 197. So they are going to be tied for first. So the A's are 199 or 200. So Aaron Wise gets a 199. Dustin Johnson gets a 200. Snedeker gets a 199. So Wise a 199. Johnson a 200. Snedeker a 199. So that will put Wise 2 strokes back. Johnson 3. Snedeker 2. The A minuses is 201 or 202. So John Rahm gets a 201, which will put him 4 back. Scotty Scheffler gets a 202, which was 5 back. Xander Schauffele gets a 202, which is 5 back. Cameron Smith gets a 201, which is 4 back. And then Mark Leishman gets a 201, which is 4 back. Okay, so let's see what our perks are. We've got 5 guys here who have perks. So let's see. So we'll start with Abraham Answer. So what we'll do, the white die will be first, and then the green one will be the second one. So let's see. Answer, we got 10 golfers. So Answer and Rose will be here. They both have perks. So they are no behind. Justin Rose. Good to see a veteran in the hunt. Again, they both got, so again, we'll do the white die first and then the green. So that's a 2-1. So we got a sponsor perk, and Answer is sunny all days because he's got money and provisions. So Answer with a sunny. Okay, Justin Rose, again, we'll do white then green. That's a 1-3, so that's a caddy. He starts the round with 1 blue chip. That's a little disappointment, but better than nothing, I suppose. Okay, so our next 2 is Wise and Snedeker. They're both going to be 2 back. And Wise has, actually, both of them do. Dustin Johnson didn't get one. So again, white then green. 51. So this is a trainer, and he loses the choice of 1 quality. Oh dear, that's going to be tough because all his qualities are good. So I guess we'll lose the bomber because sometimes the bomber can be can be a good or a bad thing. So Aaron Wise will be no bomber. And Snedeker, again, white and green, gets a 26. So this is the sponsor again, and he gains extra control. So that means if he rolls a 4 on the white die, he will get control of the course, or the hole rather. So very good for Snedeker. So then we got Dustin Johnson at 3 under. John Rahm will be his partner at 4 under. Leishman is at 4 under. Cameron Smith is at 4 under, and he has a perk. Again, white and green. That's a 22 at sponsor, and so he didn't have a good sponsor, so he has the stormy quality. So Cameron Smith will be stormy today. And then the last two will be Scotty Scheffler at 5 back, and Xander Schauffele, if I can spell it, will be 5 back. And they neither one had any perks. So we got 10 golfers in our TV round here at River Highlands. Justin Rose and Answer are our top golfers. 2 back, Wise and Snedeker. Answer is Sunny. Rose gets 1 blue chip. Snedeker gets control on 4. Wise lost his bomber quality. Johnson and Rahm. Dustin Johnson and them will be our third pairing. Second pairing will be Smith, who is stormy, with Mark Leishman. And our first pairing will be Scheffler and Schauffele. Oddly enough, those names are very common, and they will be our first pairing of the day. So again, I will get the fourth and TV round on the channel soon, and again, wanted to do something modern. As you probably know if you have watched my channel much, not a big fan of modern sports for different reasons, but golf is the one that I do follow somewhat. Hockey a little bit, but especially golf. And so I know I do so much on my channel that is old. I wanted to try something that was a little bit more with modern sports. So I thought I would do the Travelers Championship from 2021. Seeing that the 2022 is going on this weekend, kind of do them together and see how they coincide. So anyway, I appreciate it very much, and I will see you next time.